Son, have you ever noticed how people love to announce their dreams? I'm going to start a business. I'll be rich. I'll change the world. But most of them never follow through. Let me tell you a story of a king, his minister, and a young man who learned the hard way that silence builds strength, but talk destroys it. Once upon a time, in a distant kingdom, wealth and poverty lived side by side. The palace shone with gold, yet beyond its walls, villagers worked day and night just to survive. The king was wise and beloved. At his side stood his most trusted minister, humble, loyal, and intelligent. But the minister's son, he was different. Young, ambitious, and loud. He looked at his father and said, "One day I'll be greater than you. I'll change this kingdom. Everyone will remember my name." The villagers, tired of hardship, cheered when they heard his words. The boy loved this praise. Every day he spoke of grand plans, ending hunger, building roads, bringing prosperity. But that's all they were, words. Days turned to weeks, weeks to months. The villagers who once cheered began to laugh quietly. "He speaks beautifully," they said. "But what has he done?" The young man, however, felt proud simply from announcing his dreams. The applause filled him with satisfaction, and slowly the fire to act began to fade. The king watched silently. He saw a dangerous truth. The boy was mistaking noise for progress. One morning, the king summoned the young man. "King, my son, your tongue is sharp, but your hands are empty. A tree does not grow by talking about fruit. It grows by silently drinking water from the earth. If you truly want greatness, prove it with action." The king sent him away, not to the palace gardens, but to the poorest villages. "King, stay there for a season. Do not speak of your plans. Work quietly, and let silence be your teacher." The boy left, angry at first. He wanted to declare his intentions, to make promises, but the king's order was law. In the villages, life was harsh. The boy saw mothers carrying water for miles, farmers struggling with broken tools, children hungry. At first, he wanted to shout, "I will fix this. I will save you." But he remembered the king's command, silence. So instead, he began to act. Quietly, he helped a farmer repair his plough. He carried stones to rebuild a well. He planted seeds with the villagers, sweating under the sun. No speeches, no promises, just action. Days passed, then weeks, and something strange happened. The villagers who once mocked him began to respect him, not because of his words, he had spoken none, but because of his deeds. The boy felt something new, something deeper than applause, real fulfillment. "When I was busy talking, I was dreaming. When I stayed silent, I truly began building," he whispered to himself. When the season ended, the boy returned to the palace. His hands were rough, his body tired, but his heart was strong. The king looked into his eyes and saw humility. "King, now you understand. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strength. Words feed your ego, but silence feeds your destiny." The boy bowed deeply. For the first time, he understood that greatness is not spoken, it is proven. And this, my son, is not just a story. Modern psychology shows that every time we announce our goals, our brain releases dopamine, the same feeling we get when we achieve something. That false victory kills our hunger to work. So remember, talk less, act more, let your results speak for you. Now I ask you, will you keep talking about your dreams, or will you start building them in silence?